everybody? Welcome to Real Talk with Chris and Travis. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. So today, y'all know I always like to introduce the topic of what we're going to be discussing. And in this episode, man, we are really going to discuss, like perseverance. We're going to discuss determination. And basically just never giving up, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give some definitions, some situations, different things like that. And we're going to take it from there.
Yeah, let's talk about perseverance. So the definition of perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Okay. Now we're gonna go over the definition of determination. Firmness of purpose, resoluteness, the process of establishing something exactly by calculation or research.
Okay.
And never giving up is just to keep going no matter what obstacles are thrown your way,
Okay.
You don't stop.
So, perseverance. I have often made this statement because somebody told me this and it always stuck with me. When I was younger, and as a kid or whatever, sometimes I would always say I can't, depending on how physical the thing was that I wanted to do. Chris, I thought you said you wanted to do this. Why didn't you do it? Oh, I can't because of my legs, or I can't because it's too hot outside, or, I can't because I don't know enough about it. And somebody stopped me one day and they said, bro, you always be saying I can't. Do you know what I can't means? And I was like, yeah, I can't do it. And they was like, no, man, I can't means I want to do something, but something is stopping me from doing it. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And they was like, listen, you got to change your vocabulary, you got to change your mindset. Get that can't out of there. You know what I'm saying? Start saying, I got to figure out a way. Instead of saying I can't, I got to figure out a way. So perseverance was the first thing that we were going to touch on, and basically stuff don't get in your way, like Travis said in the podcast last week. You going to roll through it or you going to let it roll over you,
Right.
So that, to me, to sum perseverance up, that's it. You just keep moving,
Right. That was a time for me as far as I was playing somebody in basketball. We can go to sports.
Okay. I like that.
This was an able-bodied person. He was telling me that I couldn't beat him. So he was able-bodied, so he was quicker, faster. He can move, he can run around me and all that.
That don't make him better though.
But I know. Let me get to it.
My bad. I flashed back. I'm sorry.
But yeah, he could do all of this, but he couldn't outshoot me though.
Ooh.
So the
room just got cold.
He was quicker, faster, but I still ended up beating him because I can outshoot him from anywhere. So all of that speed and ability didn't mean anything, because he couldn't stop my shot. So I was determined to prove a point. Yeah, even though you're able to run around and do all these other things, having these different abilities, I still have a shot, so you can't stop that.
And that's the name of the game right there, is the shot. That's all that count.
Right.
It don't matter if you throw it backwards. As long as it go in, that's all that count.
That's it.
And see, a lot of times, man, when you are a person who is disabled, you got to have perseverance. You got to have determination. You know what I'm saying? Because without perseverance, without determination, you basically then wrote yourself off, and you haven't even begun to live yet.
Right.
And just because you get up in age don't mean that life is over for you. You know what I'm saying? Late 30s, early 40s, early 50s, 60s, or whatever, you could be disabled and still, really, really shock the world. You just got to be that person that is, again, determined, and that person that is full of perseverance. You know what I'm saying? Those are some powerful words.
Yeah, being limited in ability, you have to definitely have perseverance and be determined in not give up because you're gonna have so many obstacles coming your way. You're gonna have people telling you, "Hey, you should do this," instead of asking you, "What do you want to do?" You know, you're gonna have to have thick skin, definitely thick skin, uh, and you have to go for it. If people don't want to give you opportunities, you're gonna have to start going and creating your own opportunity. You know.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
prove the naysayers wrong.
You know, and everything is all in how you look at it. You know, um, like Travis said, the naysayers, man. You can either let that shut you down, or you could actually let that power you up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who all familiar with Dragon Ball Z, but I mean, you could let a person words absolutely drain the power out of you, or you could let them, in a matter of speaking, turn you into a Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? I've had situations where like, or I had to get to a point where somebody would say I couldn't do something. I would work on it and work on it and work on it and work on it for hours at a time, day after day after day, just so that the next time I see that person, I'm absolutely doing what they said I couldn't do.
Hmm.
And some people have come back and told me, like, I told you couldn't do it because I knew you would. I knew that was going to be enough to push you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's a sneaky tactic, you know. But I mean, it worked.
I mean, for me, I let the naysayers pretty much just add fuels to my fire. So, I mean, you telling me what I can't do, I'm just gonna continue to prove you wrong every single time. You know, like when I was going to college, I mean, they had people that was doubting that I would finish,
Mm-hmm.
but I did. You know, ended up getting 2 degrees. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the naysayers, they couldn't stop it. I just let that the negative things that were said to me be the fuel to my fire. So
Right. And I mean, that's the best way to play it with life. I mean, it's, especially if you're born disabled, it's like life then already kind of, you know, try to give you that blow, like, yeah, this is what your life gonna be. Yeah, you gonna get this jab to the gut. Then it's like, you know what, though? I absolutely understand it is my choice to let that stop me or not. You know, I've met people who was like physically blind, but yet they still went to college. They still run their own business. They got their own families. You know, I met people who, when I was going to school for graphic design, there was a guy who he actually got in a car wreck, and the car wreck turned him into a quadriplegic. And because of the technology that we have nowadays, he still was able to operate a computer and create custom designs for people and all of that. And he started a whole business based off of that one skill. And all he really had was like the motion of his left hand, and he could turn his head like maybe a slight turns to the left and right, and maybe a nod, you know, going forward, like nod his head forward. But the head motions allowed him to be able to operate a computer with a headband and a laser pointer. That blew my mind because I had never seen anybody do anything like that, and he absolutely was making brochures and business cards and all of that. And I'm like, how you doing all of that just with a movement of your head? And he was like, I always wanted to, you know, design things with graphics, and after I kind of got out the slump I was in, you know, due to the car wreck, he said, I just felt like, you know what, as long as I don't give up, I can get this done. He was absolutely determined, and he did it.
I mean, honestly, for me, I feel like life is literally what you make it.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't care what your ability is, your circumstances are. You can either make the best of it, or you can just sit there and just wallow in and complain the whole time. But I mean, it's all about what you want and what you want out of life, pretty much. You know, if you want to go for it, go for it. I don't care if you were, if mama didn't do this, daddy didn't do that. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right. Financially, I just don't have it financially.
Yeah.
I didn't come from that type of background. Don't let that stop you.
Right.
Because, see, the most powerful thing about perseverance, determination, and never giving up is the fact that it will draw people to you. Because people will see you struggle, and some of them going to point and laugh. They're going to point and laugh. But then, as they keep coming back, and they still seeing you working at it, struggling to do it, they keep coming back because it's almost like they're watching you like a TV show. But then, there's a twist, because once you figure out what worked for you, by you not giving up, now you have gotten over the hurdle that was in your way and it was stopping you. And them same people that was pointing and laughing, saying that you wasn't gonna make it, you wasn't gonna be able to do it, you was gonna fail. Them same people was watching you like a TV show. Now they done became fans. Now they done bought merch.
Right.
They done got hooked on the show. You know, what else you gonna show us? We thought you wasn't gonna make it, but you did that. What else you gonna do? Now they fans.
Sometimes you gotta make them believe.
Yeah, and that starts by you believing in you. Every person is a brand, but you got to start with you. And I understand people like, well, you know, first you got to believe in God. I understand that. I do, because that's absolutely true. You do have to believe in God, because He made us with a purpose. But at the same time, you also have to believe in yourself. God already believes in you. He made you. He know what He put in you. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't believe in you, that might be enough right there to stop you in your tracks. And God ain't made you to stop in your tracks. Right. He put tracks in front of you for you to run over them.
Right. I mean, tell me this. I feel like we're all born with purpose.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, I feel like we all have everything we need inside of us to make it, to accomplish our goals, you know, whatever they may be.
Right.
You know, so, I mean, I don't care what your circumstances are or the lack of resources you may have. I mean, I feel like you have inside of you already what you need. You know, what do you think?
I think you're 1,000% right. Yeah. Because, you know, everybody has a gift. Everybody has a talent. Everybody has some type of ability, whether you realize it or not. And, you know, when I'm on Instagram or when I'm Googling stuff and I'm reading, because I like to read a lot. And when I'm reading, I typically, you know, I'm drawn to read about businesses, you know, and I read these infographics on Instagram all the time about business. And one thing that I do see is that there's a lot of posts about the 1% of people. And that 1% of people, they're talking about, you know, the billionaires and the millionaires and all of those, you know, those type of people. Mm-hmm. And the posts that I read, they say that the difference between the 1% of people and the rest of the 99% people that's not rich is that 1% of people will have an idea, no matter how ridiculous, no matter how stupid, no matter how many people are doing it, they will put that idea out there anyway. They will do whatever it is that they have in their mind to do, whether they think it'll work or not. They'll just put it out there, and they keep pushing it until they get tired, you know. Yeah. And basically all that is they throw their idea out there, and they just determine to either make it work or they determine to see if it will work, you know. And basically, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Right. You know, it's in you. Even if you don't know what your gift is, even if you don't know, you know, what talent or ability God has given you, just look at, you know, what are you passionate about? What is it that just you really enjoy doing? You know.
Right. I'm gonna go back to a story that I told in a previous video. I mean, about this single mother.
Okay.
That ended up homeless with her and her daughter. I mean, she stayed in different. Her and her daughter stayed in different shelters. I mean, she eventually ended up getting her own event spaces, and then from there, she got into real estate. And now she's a millionaire. I mean, with that said, I mean, she had all the odds against her to just give up. You know, I'm homeless, I got a daughter, I have no help, and we're staying in shelters. But she kept going, and now she's a millionaire and living her dreams, you know? So, I mean, it's up to you to, if you want to do better in life, you know, it's, like I said, it's all about, life is what you make it. So, either keep going or, I mean, just wallow in your mess. I mean, it's up to you.
Right. You know, and these words that we're talking about, you know, perseverance, you know, being determined, not giving up. All three of these things could be mindsets, you know.
Yeah.
We talked about the mental struggles you face when you're disabled, you know, different mindsets you could have. You know, that was last week, you know, but this week is kind of piggybacking off of that. Just kind of, you know, having the mindset where I'm gonna persevere no matter what I face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop until I see what I want.
Yeah.
You know, I'm determined to set a plan in place and then see it to the end. You know, so if I gotta do the same things every day for 2 or 3 years, the goal is I had this plan and I want to see it come to pass. But it's not gonna come to pass if you don't work your plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, you gotta consult with God and follow His plan as well. But like Travis said, everything that we need in life is pretty much in us because God has already put gifts and stuff in you. You know, the Bible say that your gift will make room. So I mean, you trying to basically have everything perfected before you actually step out there. But that don't work. Sometimes you gotta, like Travis said before, you gotta bust a move.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I heard a lot of people say, "I'm waiting on God."
Yeah.
Maybe God waiting on you to make that first step. I mean, make that move. He's already giving you what you need. He's just waiting on you to move. You know.
Right.
Faith without works is dead.
It's dead. And the only thing stopping you sometimes is just right here. This right here is just like I just don't know if I could. I don't have the money. I can't, And y'all know if you rock with the podcast and you go far enough back in the videos, I was the biggest preacher about kids absolutely will kill your dream. I was 100,000% wrong. Everything is how you look at it. If you determine, if you got that drive to never give up, then you have children. Let that be your motivation. I got to get this business plan to work. I got to get this dream inside of me to work so that I can spend more time with my kids. So that I can make the money that I can leave to them. So that I can buy multiple properties and have stuff to leave to them. But if you're going to look at stuff and be like, well, because I got kids, that means I can't. I'm not going to ever have the time I need. Because I'm disabled, that means I'm not going to be able to go to places I want to go. No. You might not be able to physically get into a place because it's not designed for you to easily get into it. If you got to, look at their website. Most businesses got websites. See what they do, and then you turn around and do the exact same thing, slap a different name on it, but you make it accessible for people that's just like you to get in it. I mean, use technology. It's there to help you,
I mean, in life, you get what you put out. So if you put out negativity, you're going to get negativity. If you put out positivity, you're going to get that, you know.
We talked about God in the Bible. We might as well keep it rolling. The Bible says you're going to reap what you sow.
Yeah.
I mean, so whatever you sow toward, that's what you're going to get back.
Right.
So, I mean, it's definitely all about perseverance, determination, just not giving up. You could say you got to stay hungry, you know what I'm saying? You need to be out here acting like you starving. If I don't get this idea to work, I might not eat, so I need to grind.
Yeah. Life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Yes, sir. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Some people have amazing abilities, amazing gifts. And I've seen them personally have all this talent, all this ability. But then when you talk to them and it's like, why aren't you doing something with this, You could be making money. You could be making moves. You could be, out here. Yeah, man, I know, but it's like, what's the but for? Especially if you're able-bodied. Please don't come to me and be like, I know, but. I'm like, ain't nothing stopping you.
Nah.
You walking, you running, you driving, you all of that. And you're going to be like, I know, but. Nah, it's either you just lazy or you scared. But the only way you're going to conquer fear is to jump out there and do it.
Yeah.
It's not ever going to be perfect, but again, talking about perseverance, being determined, never giving up. You might try something one time and you might fail. You may try something 5 or 10 times and you might fail. Or you might try something one time and you might absolutely succeed. You might try something 20 times and that 20th time, everything worked like you needed it to work. But the point is, you learned from your mistakes and you never gave up.
All you need is one yes.
Yep.
To change your entire life.
Yep, if you want it.
Right.
Some people have been told yes and fear made them stop. I mean, I can't put it no plainer than that. Yes, determination and not giving up, being a person that perseveres. It is scary. It is not easy. because you can get excited about an idea that you have and start researching that idea and realize the thing that you so excited about has been done already and a whole lot of people already doing it. But that don't mean that you can't do it too, because the difference between what's already out there and the idea that you have, it may be similar. It may be really similar, but the difference is you.
That's it. You didn't do it.
Right. Nobody is going to do something exactly the same way as somebody else.
Right.
Because the way God made us, we may even have similar gifts, but no gift is going to be exactly the same in two people.
Right.
All you got to do is look at singers. They got so many singers out here, but no two singers are alike.
Nah.
They singing styles might be really, really similar, but no two singers are alike. You know, and I mean, singing, rapping, whatever it is, it's a skill. You know, and the thing about a skill is you got to work at it. I don't care how naturally talented you are, you still got to practice. And then to really get yourself out there, it's going to take work, and it's going to take advertising, it's going to take promotion. All of that stuff requires you to be determined, never give up. You either know what you want, or you just don't want anything.
Yep. Play your hand well, whatever the hand may be. Life gives you lemon, make lemonade, and
you either play the game or get played. I mean, it's
right. You either gonna put yourself in the game, or you gonna sit there and hope somebody else put you in the game. But I'd rather put myself in the game. I don't need nobody else's approval.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
But y'all drop a comment, let us know what you think. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram at Real Talk with Chris and Travis. Also, we have an email address. It is realtalkwithchrisandtravis@yahoo.com, so y'all can reach out to us there. And, you know, drop a line. Let us know some topics y'all want to discuss or anything you want to get off your chest. What you like about the show, what you don't like about it, man. Get at us, because we really, really want that information. You know, talk to us.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Give us your opinions, you know, or any topics you want us to talk about.
Right.
And stay tuned.
And we out.